The wind calls my name through the hollow trees, a mournful tune carried on the midnight breeze. Shadows stretch long where the moonlight fades. In the still of the night, my heart sure aches. Whispers through the pines, they haunt my soul. The secrets of the dark, they take their toll. A love long lost, a pain that won't unwind, carried on the whispers through the pines. Her ghost lingers where the creek runs dry. Her laughter echoes in the starless sky. I walk the path where her footsteps fell, each step closer to the gates of hell. Soul, the secrets of the dark, they take their toll. A love long lost, a pain that won't unwind, carried on the whispers through the pines. The steel slide moans like a in pain. The strings cry soft in the falling rain. I reach for her shadow, but she's never there. Just the cold night wind and an empty stare. The cabin still stands where we used to dream. Now it's just a shell torn at the seams. The fire's gone out, the ashes remain, but her voice still whispers my name in vain. There's a cabin on the ridge where the lanterns barely glow, where the whispers of the pines tell secrets no one knows. The boards creak in sorrow, the walls hold the past, a ghost of a memory that will forever last. Shadows on the ridge, they linger and they sigh. The wind carries tales of the tears that never dry. A love that was buried, a soul that couldn't stay. Shadows on the ridge, they're calling me away. Is weathered gray, the rocking chair stands still. It sways to the rhythm of a heart it couldn't heal. The echoes of her laughter like a song on the breeze, haunt the hollow nights and rustle through the trees. Shadows on the ridge, they linger and they sigh. The wind carries tales of the tears that never dry. A love that was buried, a soul that couldn't stay. Shadows on the ridge, they're calling me away. The moonlight strikes the window like a tear upon the pane, and I feel her arms around me, though I know it's all in vain. Her voice, it softly murmurs like a hymn from long ago, as the shadows on the ridge whisper all I need to know. I left a rose upon the step where she once used to stand. Her ring still in my pocket, a promise in my hand. The road is long and empty, but her memory keeps me near. The shadows on the ridge are all I hold dear.
The wind howls low through the hollowed pines, a lonesome call where the daylight declines. The ridge holds secrets it won't let slip, just shadows and whispers on a broken lip. A lantern swings by the cabin door, empty boots rest on the splintered floor. The creek runs red where the moonlight gleams, a tale of loss flows through my dream. Shadows on the ridge, they don't forget, etched in the night like a cold silhouette. Every footstep fades, but the sorrow stays, haunting the hills till the end of days. The barn leans heavy with the weight of time, its roof caved in, but the bells still chime. They echo out for the lives we've known, for the hands we held, now dust and bone. A fiddle cries soft in the back of my mind, a mournful tune to the past I'm confined. The steel slide weeps like a long lost friend as the night folds in where the shadows bend. Shadows on the ridge, they don't forget, etched in the night like a cold silhouette. Every footstep fades, but the sorrow stays, haunting the hills till the end of days.
wind it moans
through hollow trees. A mournful sound, it brings me to my knees. The shadows dance beneath the moon's cold light, a ghostly hymn that haunts the edge of night. Whispers through the pines, they call my name. A sorrowed voice, a heart too wild to tame. The earth it weeps, the stars refuse to shine. Lost and alone, with whispers through the pines. A cabin stands where loved ones grew. Now empty walls hold memories few. The creak of floors, the echo of a sigh. The past still lingers, though years slip by. Whispers through the pines, they call my name. A sorrowed voice, a heart too wild to tame. The earth it weeps, the stars refuse to shine. Lost and alone, with whispers through the pines. I hear your laugh in the rustling leaves, a fleeting sound that brings me to my knees. The pain it cuts like a steel slide's cry, a wound that deepens as the nights drift by. Whispers through the pines, they call my name. A sorrowed voice, a heart too wild to tame. The earth it weeps, the stars refuse to shine. Lost and alone, with whispers through the pines. There's a house on the ridge where the shadows fall. Broken windows whisper they've seen it all. The wood creaks low like a mournful hymn, a place where the light never dares to swim. An old rocking chair sways in the breeze, ghostly fingers grip with quiet unease. The air hangs heavy with a tale untold of hearts that were shattered and hands that went cold. Oh, the ridge holds its secrets dark and deep, memories buried where the willows weep. A song of sorrow hums through the night, where the past and the present wage their fight. They say she was waiting, dressed in white, eyes like embers in the dead of night, for a love that never made it back, lost on the edge of a moonlit track. The stars keep watch, but they offer no grace. Only the wind remembers her face. Every whisper cuts like a sharpened blade in the shadow of promises never made. Oh, the ridge holds its secrets dark and deep, memories buried where the willows weep. A song of sorrow hums through the night, where the past and the present wage their fight.
the hollow trees, a lonesome moon cast shadows deep. The barn door creaks, a ghostly plea, where secrets lie and silence keeps. The dust still clings to worn-out boots, tracks fade away where sorrow roots. A photograph in a cracked old frame, whispered prayers that bear no name. Shadows on the prairie, they linger in the night, echoes of a story that never saw the light. A heart that broke in silence, a love that couldn't stay. Shadows on the prairie, they never fade away. The creek runs low, its waters gray. It carries sins from yesterday. The church bell tolls a mournful sound for the lost and the damned, where none are found. A bottle waits on the windowsill, its emptiness a bitter pill. A letter torn, its ink run dry, words unsaid, a quiet goodbye. Shadows on the prairie, they linger in the night, echoes of a story that never saw the light. A heart that broke in silence, a love that couldn't stay. Shadows on the prairie, they never fade away. Whispers low through the pines on the hill, a lonesome old echo, so quiet, so still. The cabin lies empty, the fire burned cold, where secrets were traded and stories were told. Photograph faded, frame cracked with time, hangs crooked and lonely like a guilt-ridden crime. Her face in the picture, a ghost in the haze, haunts the shadows on the ridge where we once spent our days. Oh, shadows on the ridge, they don't let me sleep. They carry her laughter, they cradle my grief. Each creak of the floorboards, each howl in the night, is her voice in the darkness, her flame burning bright. feel of the slide sings a sorrowful tune as I sit by the window and stare at the moon. The stars hold no answers, the night gives no peace, just the ache of her memory that will never re-release. A bottle sits empty, its promises broke. My words fall like ashes from the fires I stoke. The ridge stands unyielding, a keeper of sin. It knows all my stories, where I've been, what I've been. Those shadows on the ridge, they don't let me sleep. They carry her laughter, they cradle my grief. Each creak of the floorboards, each howl in the night is her voice in the darkness, her flame burning bright.
There's a cabin in the hollow where the moonlight never falls, just the whispers of the pine trees and the ghostly raven's calls. The air is thick with sorrow, like the earth can't bear the weight of the secrets buried shallow by the crooked hand of fate. Oh, the shadows on the hollow stretch long and they run deep, guarding tales of love and murder where no soul dares to sleep. Every creak and every echo holds a story dark and cold, in the hollow where the shadows never loosen their hold. There's a grave beneath the willow where the moss and ivy creep, and the wind it hums a requiem for the promises they keep. A lantern left still burning by a hand that's long since gone, casting flickers on the darkness as the night drags slowly on. Oh, the shadows on the hollow, they stretch long and they run deep, guarding tales of love and murder where no soul dares to sleep. Every creak and every echo holds a story dark and cold, in the hollow where the shadows never loosen their hold. Once there was a lover and a vow made by the stream, but the water ran red one evening, tearing love apart at the seam. Now the wind carries their whispers like a song that's out of tune, and the hollow waits in silence for the coming of the moon. So if you find yourself there with the night upon your trail, heed the warnings of the timber and the mournful whippoorwill's wail, for the hollow holds its vengeance like a wolf that smells the fear, and the shadows keep their secrets where no heart will ever hear.
moans low through the hollow pines, a ghost in the fields where the moonlight shines. A weathered barn stands, its roof caved in, holding secrets of what might have been. The creek runs red where the soil bleeds clay, whispering sins that won't wash away. A rusted chain swings from the oak out back, a heavy silence fills the track. Shadows on the prairie, they linger and they weep, memories of the past that no one dares to keep. The land holds a sorrow, the scars it won't erase, a dark and quiet reckoning etched on its face. The farmhouse door hangs crooked and wide, once a home, now a place to hide. The rocking chair creaks with the evening breeze, echoes of laughter lost in the trees. The stars bear witness to what can't be undone. Every life has a shadow, every heart a sun. But here in the stillness where the world feels dead, the ghosts of the past walk where angels fear to tread. Shadows on the prairie, they linger and they weep, memories of the past that no one dares to keep. The land holds a sorrow, the scars it won't erase, a dark and quiet reckoning etched on its face. The wind cuts through the pines tonight, a lonesome cry in the pale moonlight. Dust settles on the hollow road where secrets lie untold, untold. Shadows creep where the lamplight fades, carrying whispers the night has made. A heart once whole, now torn apart. The hollow road bears my broken heart. The earth is cold, the stars won't shine. Each step I take feels less like mine. A faded photo clenched in my hand, a memory lost in the shifting sand. Shadows creep where the lamplight fades, carrying whispers the night has made. A heart once whole, now torn apart.
a fleeting tear. The echoes of what we used to be haunt this road that won't set me free. The morning comes but peace won't stay. Her silhouette still guides my way. I'll walk this path till my soul gives in, bound to the road where it all begins. The moon hangs low on a silver thread, casting light on the path where shadows tread. The wind whispers secrets through the pine, and I can't tell which ghosts are yours or mine. The barn still leans where we carved our names. Time and the weather played their cruel games. The creak of the gate, a mournful tune, echoes the loss beneath this lonesome moon. Oh, shadows on the prairie, they won't let me go. They cling to my heart, in the cold they grow. Every step I take, they follow close behind, carrying the weight of a love I can't unwind. The fields gone fallow, the crops all died, like the promises made before you lied. But I can't leave, though the soil's turned black. This land and your memory keep pulling me back. The steel slide cries like the tears I've shed for the living who haunt me more than the dead. The amber sky fades to shades of despair. I hear your voice in the still evening air. Oh, shadows on the prairie, they won't let me go. They cling to my heart, in the cold they grow. Every step I take, they follow close behind, carrying the weight of a love I can't unwind.
The wind howls low through the canyon deep, whispering secrets it's sworn to keep. lantern flickers in the widow's hands, guiding shadows across the barren lands. The soul drinks tears where the crops won't grow, beneath the sky hanging heavy low. Footsteps fade on an empty trail, chasing dreams that were doomed to fail. Shadows on the plains, they call my name. Echoes of sorrow wrapped in flame. The night knows truths I can't outrun, and the dawn may never come. A lone wolf cries at the edge of town. The preacher's words, they all fell down. The whiskey burns like the sins I've known, but it don't heal a heart turned to stone. The stars above, they seem so far, fading behind the weight we are. Every ghost I've loved still lingers near, but they can't drown the silence here. Shadows on the plains, they call my name. Echoes of sorrow wrapped in flame. The night knows truths I can't